My name is David, and this is 30 and Nerdy.
What up? It's Brady.
Oh, Billy.
And we are AJ-less this week. His daughter is feeling under the weather, and they did not get a lot of sleep, so we gave him the night off.
We're holding the fort down.
So, but what were you saying? That you fell asleep last night to what?
PBS Space Time.
Oh, I love that show.
The Australian guy who talks about physics that I don't understand at all.
Yeah, I that's the only thing I hate about it is that I don't understand most of what he's talking about. And so I feel really dumb.
But it's interesting, though.
Yeah.
Like, I went through the older ones and I'm like, oh, I can understand this. Like the Hawking radiation stuff, like, air quotes, understand it.
Yeah.
But
in layman's terms.
And the cool thing is they break down, like they show you the equations they wrote to figure this stuff out, and they break it down. It's like, I don't know. It's like teaching calculus to a dog. It's like, oh, I don't get it.
The thing that I find annoying about those is that they'll be, because if you haven't watched from the very beginning, and you kind of jump in and be like, hey, here's this video explaining this, and then sometimes in those videos they have something that's being explained in a different video, so you have to you have
like four videos you have to go watch now to get the one you just watched.
Yeah, just to understand that
long.
the 2 seconds of dialogue he was talking about in that one video.
There's one I watched that was like, here's how you can go faster than light because of black holes. I'm like, I ended it. I'm like, what? The whole time I'm like, I'm dumber for watching this video.
But I do. Those are really good videos. I mean, they're like the Vsauce.
They're like hardcore Vsauce. Like, we're gonna explode this one topic and dig its guts out and go through it.
That's why I like Vsauce, because most of the time you can kind of understand.
Yeah, he's like a really smart layman.
Yeah,
and he explains it as such.
Yeah,
which is nice.
Really well.
Seeker's really good too. They have shorter videos.
Mm-hmm.
It's just fun to watch.
See, I've been loving Netflix lately because they just put on National Treasure, and I was like, before I got married, I used to fall asleep to the same 3 movies. So I'd fall asleep to either Die Hard.
Yep.
Of course, what did I just say? National Treasure.
Yep.
And John Cusack and Kate Beckinsale in Serendipity. And that was back when I had the DVDs, and Serendipity, you'd get through the movie and it would just play. It used to do like the DVD loop where it'd play the
menu
about the
music?
45 seconds of this kind of sing-songy music, and then stop and then go. And I'd always kind of just gradually wake up during the night and hear it, and either hit play and start the movie again. Or just fall asleep to that music.
Yeah.
Which is probably why AJ hates a lot of things.
The menu music has ruined a lot of good movies.
Because Scrubs, we used to, I don't know if anybody knows the I'm No Superman, but I'll probably cut that, but
no, it's beautiful.
But the I'm No Superman, the theme song that they do for the very beginning of the episode plays in the DVD extras. I don't know about the Blu-ray, but back when AJ was living in wasn't the East Side, so maybe South Side of Des Moines. I don't know, whatever Hickman is on.
Yeah, both really, but South Side. Let's say South.
But it was down in Harding Hills area, and I used to go over there all the time, and so we'd watch the same stuff. So I made him hate Sin City. I made him hate Boondock Saints. I made him hate The Departed because I just watched them all the time. Go over and be like, hey, what do you want to do tonight? Well, let's watch a movie. All right. I'd pop in, and he would...
It's one of those 3.
Yeah. I mean, we would... Because we used to do bad things and download some movies. And so we watched tons of those. But when we didn't, or when AJ would fall asleep or something, or be going to do something, like, well, I'm going to pop this in. And same thing for Scrubs. He'd be playing World of Warcraft, and I'd bring over my Scrubs DVDs, and I'd fall asleep on his couch, and I'd wake up to the movie.
And AJ Scrubs in there. Oh, my...
I don't think he even noticed because he was just zoned out.
In the zone.
In WoW mode.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was trying to... Where was I going with that?
Speaking of The Departed, that's on Netflix now.
I know. I'm super excited about that.
I added it to my list.
If you have not seen it also, you need to carve out a good chunk of time, but...
I got nothing but time,
Schindler's List.
Oh, yeah.
That is so good.
I suggested that last night. I had all my friends over that aren't you and Dave or AJ. It's like, okay, it's either Gerald's Game or not The Departed, the Schindler's List. And like, Gerald's Game. We watched that. Really,
now,
really
good.
Is
it a miniseries or is it?
It's a movie. It's based off Stephen King novel.
Because don't they like do something kinky or?
Yeah, handcuffs.
Yeah, and
she's handcuffed to
a bed, and then he dies.
Yeah. Oh God,
I think
if you have seen any trailer for it, David and the listener, and you're mildly intrigued, do it. The only bad thing is, I will say the ending kind of sweeps the leg of the 2 hours you just watched, and kind of ruins it. But if you just don't think about the bad ending, it is very good.
That happens to a lot of Stephen King movies.
Yeah, it seems like he puts a lot of little sprinkles of stuff in the main story, and then at the end it all wraps up.
Mm-hmm.
And it's either good or it's really bad.
And I find his stories do that and usually do it pretty well, but it's when they get adapted to movies that they just kind of poop out.
It's like, oh, this is really awesome, this is really awesome. Oh shit, all this story happened. We have to condense it into 15 minutes. When they should have just
done
cut
it part 2 like they did.
Yeah. Oh, especially with the kid stuff, the child orgy. If you ever think of that in your movie, it's like, should I put a child? No. Leave it out. Cutting room floor that. Put
it for the what we deleted scene section of the DVD. If you really needed it in there.
Here's what you didn't need to see, but we're still showing you.
But so this week, we're just going to do, besides just our banter of what you should watch on Netflix, which they got a lot of really good stuff.
They do.
Thor, what was it?
Ragnarok?
Ragnarok is in there, and I haven't watched
Super good.
that.
It's fun.
But that one I really want to see.
Also, a mini-series, The People vs. O.J. Simpson.
Oh, is that one in there?
Spectacular acting. And we watched half of Battlefield Earth.
That one is rough to get
One
through.
of us had to tap out.
My word. Because I had a friend in high school who got that book, and I didn't even know who L. Ron Hubbard is. I didn't know anything about Scientology. I just was like, oh, he's reading it. And I got like halfway through, and it's 1,400 pages. It's long.
God.
And then I just stopped reading, and I never picked it back up. But then I tried to watch the movie after finding out that L. Ron Hubbard was the father of Scientology.
And
I was like, oh, my word, this movie is hard.
Terrible.
I'm sure that's what killed Barry Pepper's career, and I'm not sure how John Travolta withstood that.
He's been in a lot of crap, too. So I think he has a high tolerance for being in terrible movies.
He's like
I think Grease.
Nick Cage.
Yeah.
Because even, I used to, I love National Treasure, but when I'm falling asleep and I'm just listening to it and his overacting.
Just the way he talks. These are Ben Franklin's glasses.
I'm like, how did I not notice this years ago?
It's so bad.
I mean, it is bad, but I still love it.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I don't know.
They're fun. It's like it's like a cracker flavored Indiana Jones. Like, this is good enough.
Indiana Jones light.
Yep.
I went to see Incredibles 2.
How was that?
Really good.
Was it?
Really good.
Was it worth
it was like
14 years?
Yeah, it was like there's no time passed at all.
Oh, wow.
All the kids sounded exactly the same. Of course, the mom and dad, I can't think of their names, but I
have no idea.
I know you can picture who they are. It's like he's the grandfather in whatever it is. Now my mind is totally going out, but now I'm just gonna look them up.
Yeah, because I don't even know their names. I can hear them.
But Craig T. Nelson and Holly Hunter.
Oh, okay.
Are the mom and the dad. Let's see here. And he's in a lot of stuff. Like he was Coach, Poltergeist. He was in Get Hard recently. Parenthood, the TV show.
Get Hard? Who was he in that movie?
Will Ferrell and... Oh, who is he in that movie? He is Martin.
Okay. That's a timeless movie.
But I'm trying to look because I added a bunch of stuff. They also have Face Off. I think they added that recently.
God,
they have a lot of the Lethal Weapons.
A lot of Nick Cage and John Travolta movies are movies to watch when you're like half the way through the night of drinking, and you're like, yeah, let's watch some dumb movies. It's not good.
Let's see here. 7 Pounds got added. That's the Will Smith movie. That is super good.
It's hard to watch.
It is. I mean, especially after the first time of watching it, you're like, I know the
crux of the movie.
Yeah, the turning point. But even after that, it still is an amazing movie.
Yeah, because
Will Smith does such a good job.
I think I saw that in theaters when it first came out.
I would have probably cried hard.
It's a good one, though.
The Road was re-added because it used to be on there, then got taken away, then put back on
Is that the one with Schwarzenegger?
No, that is Viggo Mortensen.
Oh, yeah, I watched that late last year. Super good. I love those gray movies that aren't happy.
Yeah, and dystopian future. I just love which actually leads me into what we're going to talk about, and that is what we've been playing. And I got the Xbox Season Pass, or the Xbox Game Pass.
Game Pass.
Because I had it for $1, so I was like, why not? Downloaded The Division, because I love that game.
Yeah.
And they did a lot of stuff to make it better. And I was also trying to psych myself up for The Division 2 whenever that drops, March, I think.
Yeah, most things
March
are early
22nd is like the huge day for...
Yep.
And then I was like, you know what? I really want to try a State of Decay 2. It is rough. Not in a bad way. It's a lot of fun. I tend to like games more zombie-ish that have a little bit more free reign with where you're just going crazy with guns and just blasting stuff. This one you're more your guns will attract zombies, so you don't want to do that.
Like the sound?
Yeah, the sound attracts zombies. There are zombie hordes that kind of gather and will take over a certain section, and you need to take them out, or else they'll grow, they'll spread, and then your people will get because like they all have like a stress meter basically.
Yeah.
And then so the annoying thing is that you start with 2 people, and you can pick between several different pairs of people, and they have different strengths. Like some guy will have amazing at shooting and great at cardio, but he can't fix anything worth a darn. And you have a guy who can fix something but has no cardio, can't shoot, can't fight.
The opposite.
Yeah. So I mean, and the annoying thing is that I was controlling, I think, Lay and I don't know, Hindle or something like that. I can't remember, but Lay or Leif or something like that was the guy who could shoot and was good at fighting. And so we were going through, and it starts the game. You're going to like this camp where everybody's being pushed through, and there's nobody there besides zombies. And then this big zombie comes out, and I'm not sure if it happens this way, if it's pre-scripted, or just that I wasn't paying attention. So my other guy got bit, and so then this National Guard guy, one guard, found us, and we found a doctor, and then we got out of there, and they let you choose between like 3 or 4 different places that you can go. You can, hey, do you want to set up a base here at the plateau, in the mountains, in the valley, where? And I can't remember where I chose. I think I chose at the foothills or something like that. And so we go, and then I'm just constantly, and I like it because it fulfills my need from like Skyrim or Fallout 4, where I just hoover up everything, and then go back and I can dump it all and then go back out and hit it again, and then kind of increase my radius of.
I got like 3,000 cans, empty cans of beans, and
then what happened was it's a persistent game, so you pause it and it doesn't stop.
It keeps going while you're off.
Well, no. I mean, if you pause the game, it doesn't pause.
Yeah.
It just keeps on.
Like Dark Souls.
Yeah. So I was stupid and didn't put my guy, the good guy, who had, like, I kind of maxed out some of his stats, like fighting and cardio and other stuff. And I was like, I need to go. My kids are out of bed or something like that. I need to go do this thing. Came back, and my guy was dead. I was like, son of a gun. So then I'm stuck I can't use the doctor because she's trying to get a cure for the guy who got bit by the other zombie, and the guy who got bit was the crappy person. So then I only am allowed to use the soldier, and he was like almost dead on his feet because he was like up for 48 or more hours.
Yeah.
And then finally I got enough stuff, and healed the other guy. And the annoying part is that because it worked out well when I had just 2 people I could switch between, because then I could get one, he would sleep, the other guy would go out and forage, and then kind of rinse and repeat. Once the guy died, then it was hard. And then what you can do is you can exile people from your group if they're going to turn into zombies, if they get bit and you don't have the cure, or if they're just being a jerk or something like that. You can exile them, and they're like, and you have to tell them in person, but they may get hostile towards you if this happens. So then I was like, okay, fine, I'll exile him. But then he got better. And so I never talked to him. So anytime
he got bit by a zombie and then suddenly got cured.
He got bit by a zombie, but there is a zombie cure if you get it right in the beginning, I guess. At least in State of Decay. And so he was cured. And then so I was like, okay, cool, I can use him, and I won't exile him. But the bad part is you can take several people on. You can take you and one other person out to kind of forage, and you'll do stuff together.
Yep.
And then you can switch between the two, which is great, because usually what I do is I'd fill one guy all the way up, get all of his backpacks, and you can get a rucksack. Basically, they're around the world, which have a lot of different goods in them, but you can only carry one rucksack per person. So I stupidly exiled the guy, and you can't unexile him. Of course, he doesn't know he's exiled right now. And so anytime you want to switch, you have to talk to the people. So if I have to start with him and get him all the way full, because I can switch to the other person, but then if I want to switch back, the only dialogue option is to exile him. Oh. So I'm stuck having in this little loop, and it gets kind of annoying, because then I got 2 new people who are like, hey, we want to, it's harder to do this by myself. I'm like, all right, come on, join my group. And
these are all NPCs.
Yeah, these are all NPCs.
Okay,
so you just kind of swap around in between. And you need to have beds, and you need to make sure that the zombies are away, and that you, like the guy who got bit, took 2 medicine every day, and medicine is harder to come by. So then it gets really annoying, because then if you go out and time moves rather quickly, you go out and you get medicine, then all of a sudden he's eating the food, so you need food, then the medicine's gone.
And so they consume resources on their own?
Yeah. And so as your stuff grows, but the nice thing is you can also build stuff. So like you can have a medical tent that can, I think, automatically will start generating stuff, and then you can grow a garden. But the crappy part is that you need to have people who know what they're doing.
Yeah, assigned to those
things. So like the doctor is great, because I can have the medical tent, but I don't have anybody to tend the garden, because nobody knows how to do that. And so then the other crappy part is that, and I feel this is kind of like, what's that? Don't Starve, where you're just trying to see how long. I don't think there is, because I don't think there's any real.
No, it's just you go until you can't anymore.
And so it does put those kind of interesting things where if you take the person who's good at gardening and then they die, then you're hosed, I think.
Yeah.
Or until you find somebody else who can cultivate that. So it's fun, but at the same time, it gets a little much at times, because right now,
it sounds stressful just listening to it.
Right now, I have somebody keeps on breaking into my camp, which I don't know why my people who are there aren't stopping them, but they'll talk
like,
the
hey,
walkie-talkies.
Don't.
Yeah. Somebody just broke in and stole this. Come back and find out who. And then I'll be like, and then somebody will be like, send me a text message on it, because we have these walkie-talkies that you can also send text on. And they'll be like, this is so dumb. And then they'll say, so-and-so is unhappy. And then this other guy's like, I need to be out there, and like the soldier needs to be all gung-ho, and so he's not happy. And then this guy's not happy because the zombie hordes are, and it's like, my goodness. It just is. Can't we all realize what kind of situation we're in? And while it is stressful, be like, you know what? We need to pull together.
We might be surviving the zombie apocalypse, but I'm not happy.
And then it'll pop up and say, if this person isn't happy, that they could possibly just leave the group. And
it sounds like all my least favorite things from Fallout 4 blown up into a single game.
So, I mean, it is, and you can play with other people online, and so that's kind of cool. But it's like trying to get all the spinning plates, and it's great if you get all the plates spinning, but if you don't, then they all come crashing down, and then that's when it sucks.
And game over. And so is it like an open world?
Yeah. At least, I'm not sure, because I've only pumped, 5 or 10 hours into it, so not terribly much. But like the foothills, I've kind of explored the whole entire thing, and I've done some stuff, but I don't know if you're allowed to then leave that area and go to like a different one, or
We make a new base.
or if this is just here's where you are and you get to try and survive here for as long as possible until you either quote unquote, win or die.
It sounds like it'd be a lot more fun with real people
Yeah.
that can manage themselves, or real people that could pretend to be NPCs.
Yeah,
Even more difficult.
that would protect my stuff while I'm away.
Or take it.
Yeah,
And
that's
you
more
never
likely.
see them again.
Uh,
That's why I'm glad with Fallout 76 that they're gonna try to nerf griefing.
Yeah. And the nice thing is, even if somebody does grief, then they just get tons of caps put on their head, and then...
Yeah, it's like risk reward isn't worth it.
Yeah. Or maybe it is if you're a great player, but...
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what you get for killing another player, but I know you get a lot for killing a player who's killed a player.
Yeah.
And
Like
plus,
a bounty.
I mean, the nice thing is, for you, me, and AJ, whatever system we decide to play it on, we'll just all kind of travel around together. I mean, I know we'll play when we're not on. Like,
Yeah.
I'll play when nobody else is on, but that kind of thing. The other thing I like about it is that, have you seen the No Clip?
I've been meaning to
It is
watch it.
super cool. And plus, then I was not really paying attention to it because I watched it last Sunday morning. And on the autoplay, it did the making of Fallout 76, but then they also had a No Clip of just the Fallout or the Bethesda history, and it was just really cool. They do a really good job because I think that's Mitch Dyer, something like that.
I know that guy. He's on Laser Time.
Yeah.
A few times.
He is, and just super chill.
Mitchie D.
Yeah, and I enjoy it. It's really nice, very informative.
Yeah.
Plus, you get to listen to Todd Howard and Pete Hines, and
They're the
who
best.
doesn't like that?
They're like gay game dads together. And they hate Nazis, so
Yeah,
I love it. I'm so excited for that game.
yeah. A lot of people have been, it's all online. And the funny thing is that looking back, I mean, what was it? Not this E3, but one E3, or was it 2 when Microsoft said always online? Was it 2 or 3?
That would have been when they released the Xbox, that it was an always online system.
Yeah, so it was 2 or 3
That was
years
the
ago.
big gripe about both PS4 and Xbox.
Was it 2013 or 2014 when those came out, or was it even later than that?
I want to say maybe 14. You're right between there, 13 and 14.
Either way, it's just really funny how everything kind of goes full circle to where they're like, everything is always online. You just need to have it online to check in.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, everybody, 90% of people who have these systems are always online.
Yep.
They have Xbox Live, they have PSN, whatever. And PlayStation had already made the switch to, if you want to play on the PlayStation Network, you need to have the service instead of just a free thing that we're giving you. With the added bonus of if you join, you get free games.
Yeah.
And everybody was already doing that, but for some reason, we all lost our minds on just always online. I have to be online?
Yeah, and I think besides like between...
You can't tell me what to do?
Yeah, like between moves, other than that, where I didn't have internet, I could think of twice where I'm just sitting home and the internet doesn't work in the past 5 years. It's never a problem.
And so then now, I mean, fast forward to today with Fallout 76, always online, it was like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not, out of all the things that people are worried about with Fallout 76, that is nowhere near the top, even on the list.
And the fact that they're limiting the player count per server.
Yeah, to like 30 or something like
Yeah,
that.
and it's supposedly a massive map.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's the great thing. You have the potential of not even running into anybody.
Yeah.
There's still going to be a huge, rich world full of creatures and monsters and mutants and stuff like that.
And it seems like if you do happen upon someone, killing them isn't going to be your best option.
Yeah.
You can trade between each other.
Yeah. And you can set up shops. The cool thing is that, because I talked about this with AJ, and then I found out by watching the No Clip and other things, if you happen to set up a base in the same place as somebody else, when you've logged into whatever server you get assigned to,
Yep.
You just get to move your base free and just kind of move it.
Oh,
wherever.
really?
I don't know if you can move it wherever, but I think you
Just get
kinda,
to move it.
Yeah, move it off center of,
that's
somewhere,
cool.
a couple clicks or something like that. So it's nice that it leaves with you when you leave the server and comes in with you when you...
So it doesn't get crazy overpopulated.
Yeah, it doesn't get overpopulated. It doesn't sit there and then somebody's like, oh, I'm just going to nuke this while they're
Yeah.
not there. And I don't even know. We're not sure how nukes work, so I'm not sure if you're able to nuke anywhere on the map or if you can only nuke like named places.
They said that nuking isn't a PvP offensive thing. It's more of a
PvE because you need the resources.
It's going to make a bunch of end game level stuff and loot.
And it looked like from the No Clip documentary that you had to be level whatever max level is, 30 or 50, something like that.
Yeah, and then you start getting breadcrumbs.
Yeah, and so it looked like it's either going to be gatekeeper held by level or something.
You're gonna have to sink a lot of time into it,
and it's not gonna. It's gonna take a lot to shoot that nuke off.
Yeah, and it's not gonna be such a common thing that you're gonna be just nuking people. You like, that guy shot at me 2 weeks ago. I'm gonna nuke him. It's gonna be a waste to try to nuke a settlement because they're just gonna be like, oh crap.
Because I would nuke somewhere like more likely, unless you have to have 3 people or more people in the silo. I would have like me shooting the missile off, saying, okay, we're gonna shoot it here. You guys be back a ways, but then you scoop in and start picking up all the whatever fallout happens.
And it sounds so fun.
Yeah,
and we've been saying for years like, it'd be so fun to have
like a Skyrim where you play with friends or Fallout.
And here it is. And people
I also see, and I'm assuming that AJ won't listen to this. I don't know. Maybe he will. But I'm looking forward to the potentiality of me shooting AJ in the head while he's not noticing. Like he's off AFK. Oh, Lola's doing something.
Yep.
Why am I dead? Oh, I don't know. Super mutant.
I didn't see nothing. We do that in Destiny 2 all the time. Like, I'll be going through menus trying to figure out what to crunch into other stuff, and you can push people in your fire team, and I'll end up on the complete other side. I'm like, how did I get here? Oh, I don't know. It wasn't me. It's like, AJ, you're the only one playing with me. But I've been playing a crap ton of Forza Horizon 3 in preparation for 4, and man, I've been watching every video I can of Horizon 4, and it looks unbelievably good.
I mean, it looked beautiful. The thing that doesn't really matter to me is, like, I mean, sure, the weather is cool, but I could care less. Just give me pretty cars.
Yeah, the only one that's really going to matter is winter, because it's going to freeze over lakes and stuff. But, I mean, I watched, like, a side-by-side comparison of the gameplay, and it just leaps and bounds better.
And see, that's the one thing, and then we'll come back because I don't want to bogart the mics all night. But like the Division 1 is starting to implement stuff from Division 2, so you kind of can
unlock stuff
I don't know if you can unlock stuff, but I know like they had shields in number 2 that they didn't have in number 1. So I think it's kind of getting you ready for 4-2 and kind of the new way things are going to be working. So you don't go in there and act Division 1 when Division 1 will get you just raffle stomped.
Yeah.
And I kind of like that it gives you this mission to go back and play an older game to get you ready for the newer game.
Battlefield 1 kind of has a thing like that. It's like weekly and daily rewards where it's exclusive to that reward of like weapon skins and stuff and like celebration of Battlefield 5 or whatever they call it. And I'm liking that they're doing that for annualized things. It's like, hey, here's our new game. Here's some cool stuff for the old game now.
And I have heard good stuff on, speaking about just kind of annualized things, Assassin's Creed
Odyssey.
In that it plays a lot like the previous one, whatever.
Oh, yeah. Like watching, I think I watched an IGN 20-minute gameplay of it, and it looks like it's like a new pair of gloves if it's the same. Oh, and the thing I really, really, really wanted to, I just completely spaced it off till now, that you, my friend, are a prophet, because you said about the guy who played the pan flute or whatever in PlayStation's conference. Yeah.
And a white guy playing a flute in
my
like
culture
a kimono.
Is not your
yeah, but
instrument.
the funny thing is everybody lost their mind about it. Like, this is culture appropriation. How dare you? You're demeaning Asian culture. And then some kid or man, I can't remember what, was like, I'm Japanese. This guy is a master at this. He's one of the few people in the world who's a master at this. he has devoted his life to this instrument, and so that's why Sony, which is a Japanese company, so I'm assuming they're not going to be like, you know what, we're a Japanese company, what should we do? Let's get a white guy and put him in the kimono in a straw hat or whatever his actual garb is called. And I just was like, that wins the internet for me right now, because that is just amazing. Everybody lost their crap without even looking into it at all to be like, you know what, why did Sony have this guy here? We're just going to be mad at him because he's white and playing a pan flute in an Asian game. And I just love that. I thought it was great.
It's like, okay, yeah, if they could have got... Sony doesn't waste their time and they don't waste their money.
Yeah.
Even though sometimes it seems like it, but when they come to presentations, they don't waste their money.
Yeah.
And they're going to hire the best at what they do. And they did.
When you said it, and it turned out to be true, Brady.
Hey, I'm just riding the wave of internet outrage.
And I just thought that was hilarious.
Yeah, the second I saw it, I'm like, oh, no. A white guy? Twitter warriors are... they're breaking their phones. They're tweeting so hard.
Their fingers are on fire.
Yeah.
Their thumbs. Anyway, Forza Horizon 3 and 4.
So I'm about level 230, 240.
Oh, my word.
I have 40 hours in that game. And I love it, but there's so much stuff that I hope that they fix or add in 4. A lot of times, like when I'm doing an offline session, like you'll load into a race and it'll be like loading drive avatars, and that's just your friends list and stuff, and then it'll get stuck on like the last one, and I've waited for a half an hour for it to load and it never does. You have to close the game and restart it. They better fix that. It's horrible. Another thing I really want is ability to compare cars side by side, kind of like in Destiny. Mm-hmm. Or other games, how you just like hold a trigger and it shows your current equipped.
Yeah, and then what you're looking at.
Yeah, because there's, like, say I'm looking at a Porsche and an Aston Martin. Mm-hmm. You have to go through the alphabet to look at the Porsche and then back
all the way
through
back.
it. And then most of the times I just take pictures of the stats and then I look at my phone like, there's no reason to do this.
Now, how many cars does Forza Horizon 3 have?
Right now, I have like 150 cars in my garage, and there's more.
Because that's the one thing that you always want to look for in a car game is, are they adding more, or are they...
Oh, yeah. That's one thing. Forza games always have a massive amount.
Because because there's always ever growing new cars, but then you can add old cars. And the thing that... Because it doesn't matter. Even if you're never going to drive the car, you still end up, buying it, you soup it up. You drive it like once or twice, and then it goes back in the garage forever.
Oh, that's
never to be
cool.
touched again.
This new one's better.
Yeah.
Yeah. But there are certain cars in racing games I will always use. Ferrari F12 TDF. It's my favorite car in the world. And if they give me the chance to get a Lamborghini Murcielago LP 640, I'm going to use it every time because it's a perfect car. But, yeah, Forza's, they've never been lacking in cars. Like, there are lots of cars that I don't give a crap about. Like, there's work vans. Like, no. There's the only way to get rid of those is to remove them from your garage. You're not going to sell that in the marketplace because no one's going to be like, oh, hell yeah, a cargo van.
Oh, so you can sell cars?
Yeah, in an auction house.
So I think I remember this because it's been a while since I played the Forza Horizon. Now, is it because like you can win certain cars that are like super rare?
Yeah, so they have like Horizon Edition cars, which give you boosts in like drift skills, speed. Some of them are destruction, and then there's like a Viper that just gives you credit boost, so you get more money, and those are always the highest selling. But then there's a trends tab in the garage when you go to buy cars that shows you like what are people buying, and if you have those, you have a better chance. Like I have yet to crack like, oh, how do I sell a car? Because I had some Aston Martin that I souped up, and I set it at its starting bid at like 800,000, and buyout was 1.5 million. Nothing. I had a 24-hour long bid, and nobody even probably looked at it. But I mean, I bought a Ferrari FXXK, which is the latest greatest tracking.
Yeah, track car.
I got it for like 500,000 off. just because I swooped into like 30 seconds left and bought it outright.
eBayed it.
Yep. But like I'm thinking of like the newest Gran Turismo game on PS4. It has a super lacking car list. Like you go looking for cars, you're expecting to be there, and they're like, oh.
Which one?
I forget the latest Gran Turismo game.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And I know car producers are probably, they don't like to, here, use our models and everything. Here's all the specs, and it's probably very expensive too, knowing these European cars.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ford doesn't seem to have that problem at all. Like they got the new McLaren Senna, Bugatti Chiron. As long as they have Ferraris, I don't care about any other car. Except for
I'm trying to look at the car list right now. So manufacturers are Abarth, Acura, Alfa Romeo, American Motors, whatever cars those are.
AMC.
Is it?
Yep.
Aston Martin, Audi, Bentley, BMW, or as you're supposed to say, BMV.
Oh, yeah.
Bugatti, Buick, dumb. Cadillac, dumb. Chevy, mostly dumb. Chrysler, really dumb. Citroen. Then there's this one. Not sure what that one is. DMC, Dodge, Eagle, Ferrari, Fiat, Ford, GMC, Holden, which is, I like some of those. Gumpert, which is that.
Holden, I think they just shut down Holden.
Did they?
It's done.
That's too bad.
Because Ford, it's the Australian equivalent of Ford, and since Ford just shut down, they're not making any more cars.
Which I think is really weird.
Yeah. Well, people love those compact SUVs for some reason.
Yeah, they're making, what, like 3 cars, like the Fusion,
No, the only cars they're
truck.
making are the Mustang.
That's so dumb.
And that's it. Like the Focus RS and RT, awesome little hatchbacks.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. I think you might still be able to get them in Europe, but nobody's going to pay the import cost.
Yeah. And it's also more than likely going to be like right-hand or...
right-hand drive.
Then let's see here, and there's unless there's an actual off-road, sections of this where that's what its key thing is, and even then, I still wouldn't take these cars over other ones because they have like Hummer. Wouldn't take a Hummer.
They're good early game cars for when you don't have much.
Like Hyundai, Infiniti, Jaguar, Jeep is another one. I wouldn't take that.
Oh,
Kia.
No, right now in Forza 3, my best off-road car is a Jeep Trailcat.
That's just sad.
Oh, it's the best thing ever.
Lamborghini, Land Rover, Lancia, Lexus, Lotus, Mazda, Maserati, Mini, and tons of other ones. McLaren, Mercury, which is another one that's just weird. It's like,
Mercury,
I want a Mercury.
Been defunct forever.
Mercedes-Benz, and then Noble. So I mean, it looks like they have every car manufacturer under the freaking sun.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's always certain cars I will pick up. Like I will always, if they have the Maserati, I always get the, now the name is going to totally, Quattroporte.
Yes.
Always get it, even if I get it in like matte black or black, just because I like the way it looks.
Yeah.
So I'm going to buy it just to have it in my
fun
garage.
to just drive around. I'm like, man, this looks cool.
Let's see here. Then I always end up getting, let's see here. No. Why do you hate me? Let's see here. Like the Alfa Romeo, I always get the 8C.
8C. Oh, there's a new 8C concept.
Is there?
Out, and it is smoking. It's like 700 horsepower alpha. It's crazy.
I just, the way that Top Gear presented the 8C back in the day, it just was gorgeous. It sounded great.
Yeah, even the 4Cs sound good.
And I like the Alfa Romeo Giulietta. That one sounds amazing.
Julia. Me and my dad last year went to it's like some Des Moines auto show for all the dealers showing off their new stock. And I sat in a Giulia. That car, it just feels like it was purpose built for you to sit in. I'm like, I need it.
Yeah, and I told Jess, I was like, I don't really care about getting, because we've talked about getting a truck, just because we always end up borrowing somebody else's truck for something. And she's like, we should just get a truck. It's like, I don't want a truck payment.
Ugh. They're
I don't want to pay for
expensive.
truck gas. And I was like, the only car I really, really want to get, because I mean we have a minivan right now, which I hate.
Yeah.
But I understand that I have to have one.
Yep.
And then just a car. I want the Alfa Romeo Giulia.
They're
Oh my word, it's so good. I know it's probably not going to be a great car. It's not going to.
they're reasonably, comparatively,
Yeah.
within their bracket, reasonably priced.
Yeah.
I think you can get a brand new one, 0 miles on it for like 43, 45
something
grand.
like that.
But then you can go up to the Quadrifoglio, which has a 8-cylinder in it, turbocharged, and it's a. If you have to ask, you can't afford it.
Yeah. And I want to say that there's going to be like a 490 cars or something like that, because when I was just looking at something, it said there's 490 when they were trying to data mine
Yeah.
490 files or something like that. So
Oh my god.
either way, there's going to be a ton of cars, because I mean, just looking at the driver or the car company list, and some of those will have just a car,
Yeah.
but usually that's not the case. There's
I know Ferrari, they put in almost any car you could want.
I wish that Lamborghini would put back in the Diablo.
It's
I miss those
It's
days.
in 3.
Is it?
Yeah.
Because I miss the...
Hey, if you get on 3, I'll put it on the marketplace for good money.
I will give you 5 credits.
Yeah.
I am going to be joining the Space Force, so I'll give you 5 moon bucks.
Oh, true. Perfect. That's like how many how many Doge coins is that? I can't even remember the name of that dumb currency.
I can't either.
Meme bucks. There you go. Yep. Ah, man. When Trump talked about the Space Corps, the only thing I could think is like, we're all going to get Mjolnir armor. It's like, sign me up for the Spartan program.
See, I'm in several Warhammer 40K groups, and everybody was like plastering Trump's face and Mueller's face onto like Space Marine bodies. Like the Space Marine or the Emperor needs you.
Yeah. Sign me up.
I thought that was hilarious.
First, we need Moonbase.
Yep. Moonbase Alpha.
Yep. But, I mean, and the landscape of 4 looks so much better than...
And, I mean, now they're kind of really getting into their wheelhouse of being able to utilize every single bit of power that the Xbox One and Xbox One X can pop out.
Oh, yeah. I'm thinking about selling a guitar that I don't play anymore and getting an X. Because seeing gameplay of that, I'm like, I need that in 4K.
Yeah, and I mean, do you have a 4K TV?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, that would just look absolutely...
Oh, I can't wait. Hopefully, probably native 60 frames. I just want to know if you can go into London proper, because it's in all of UK. I know you can go to Scotland, and obviously there's going to be parts of England there, but I guess who would want to try to navigate those
London
outrageous streets?
Unless they had like just the race, like a London Marathon course kind of race or laid out.
Through it.
That'd be kind of fun.
It's like, oh yeah, I've been playing for 3 hours and I'm still stuck in traffic. That is a big complaint I have in 3. Like, I know it's supposed to feel like a living world, but when I'm trying to do 270 miles an hour down a straight street and there's 70,000 NPC cars, come on. Give me at least one of like a snow shovel on the front. Just scoop them out of the way.
Just blast them.
Like, a lot of times I go on like an online adventure or free roam just to get rid of some of the cars.
How does that cut down on...
Yeah, because if you're on an offline mode, it'll just be all your friends list spit into a car. And online it gets rid of that.
Oh, okay, I got you.
So it's only diehard sweaties like me on there who are 250 level.
That is crazy.
But yeah, that's... And I, of course, playing Destiny 2. I can't quit it. It's fun.
And a lot of people that I've been like just when I've been watching these games or just reviews on games or something like that, a lot of people have been crapping on Destiny like it's the most vanilla, boring game. I didn't think that Destiny 1 was bad. I didn't think that Destiny 2 was terrible. I liked it. It was a great game. They had a lot of things that they needed to fix. to make it into a great game, and they did that.
Like, yeah,
and the DLCs are helping out by adding new content and
kinda.
But
we all know. I mean, granted, this Bungie is making Destiny is not the same Bungie of the Halo era.
Yeah,
some of them are, but a lot of them moved on to 343 or other things like Highwire. They're Jamie Griesmer. I think he was the lead sandbox designer for Halo, and then Marty O'Donnell went over there after the whole fiasco with Bungie.
Mm-hmm.
But this is not the same Bungie we know and love. But they do know how to make a fun shooter.
Yeah.
The gameplay of Destiny is super satisfying and rewarding. Just fun to shoot a gun.
Yeah.
But there's not enough to sustain that good feeling of like, oh, this is fun. Now what do I do? Like Tuesday comes around, all your milestones to get higher level. You get that done in a day or two.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff you can unless you have 6 people to do a raid. And then it's like, oh, I'll wait until...
Well, see, this is where I think they need to take a chapter out of MMOs and look at like a World of Warcraft or an EverQuest or stuff like that, to where you have these grinds, but you have so much of them that you like either going for this epic gun or something like that, or even just a different shader that isn't just used up, or just something to always work towards, because that's the thing. I mean, back when AJ and I would raid, you would grind quests for gold and materials, and then you'd get everything ready. So if you either back in the day when we weren't raiding by ourselves, but where you were kind of in a guild consortium, and you were hoping to be called up to go on a raid, that
you'd want to be ready.
That you'd want to be ready and have everything ready. So if they called on you, you're like, boop, done, ready to roll. And so, I mean, you'd get all your ducks in a row. And so that was your week of planning and doing daily quests and like they had different daily quests that you could do for each, like either jewel crafting or potion making or each kind of specialty. So I think they need to look into something like that kind of keeps players going to certain places and doing certain things.
Give them a reason.
Yeah. So that way, just you want to be in the world because
there's
stuff
reason.
To do.
Yeah, there's reason to be.
Yep.
And I think it's funny we said this with Destiny 1, the exact same time frame, in between year 1 and 2. It's like, oh, September is going to be the savior. It's all going to get better in September. And I hope it does this time around. Again, kind of. Taken King did a lot of help for D1. But, yeah, if they don't hit it out of the park in September with Forsaken, no one's going to buy Destiny 3. Which, why would we? Seeing what they've done twice in a row now.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, are they planning on Destiny 3?
Yeah, they have to. It's contractually obligated by Activision.
See, that's just dumb. I mean, you have to understand. I don't know.
And they want them in like 2 or 3 year cycles. And hey, man, you said yes. Microsoft didn't do that to you, but I don't know. It's still fun. It's fun to play with people.
Yep, I've been getting back into. I started playing Diablo 3, whatever the season 14.
Yeah,
because I don't know why. I just did.
Might as well.
Yep. Though Steam Summer Sale is on.
Ooh, anything good?
There's tons of stuff.
I don't have a PC, but I like video games.
Yeah, and I mean it's super fun to get them for like pennies on the dollar. What it feels like. Like I have one notification for. This is saying new item, but I'm not sure if that's just loading. Oh, I got one new item. A battle something or other. But let's see here. Store. Like I know Space Marine is on there, which I think I might pick up for $7 or something like that, just because I think that'd be a fun playthrough to pop on YouTube. We have the Sniper Elite for 50 to 80% off. Nio for 40% off. Or Neo, or however you're supposed to say it.
The Japanese game that starts with N.
Yes. Farming Simulator 17.
Woo! Yeah.
60% off, so $9.99 for that. I mean, how can you say no to that?
Crops, man. Come on.
Fallout 4 is 50% off, so that's $14.99.
Holy crap. Is that just base game, or is that...
Yeah, it looks like just the base game.
Okay. I got all the DLC. They had a big PS4 summer sale, last summer.
Total War Warhammer, if you like the Total Warhammer or Total War series, but with Warhammer Twist, is 75% off for $14.99 instead of $59.99.
Jeez.
And that's why I love because the Steam summer sale is just so awful. Gabe Newell is like, I think he's Satan, where he's like, hey, here's this game that you probably won't ever play it, but you could buy it for 75% off.
Why not?
And you're like, oh, well, why not?
They're just dangling like,
yeah,
don't
I'll buy 7 of these.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Any Halo? Oh, wait, never mind.
Let's see here. Oh, this one I didn't do this last year, and I wish I would have. But let's see, Steam Controller and Steam Link, which I think AJ got last year, and up to 95% off. So let's see what it's.
That's the.
So for the Steam Controller and Link, it's $34.19.
Steam Link, that's where you like plug in your TV, right?
Yep. So you can, like, I could put it up in my upstairs TV
and stream from your PC.
Yeah, stream from my PC.
For
up
$34 and a controller.
Yeah, because if you just get the Steam Link, it's $2.50, which is 95% off. If you get just the controller, it's $33, or for $34.19, you get both.
That's awesome. But most PC gamers are mouse and keyboard, idiot. I'm not going to play on controller.
And let's see what our... I want to see if Dead Cell is...
I'm glad that's finally coming to consoles.
I know, because I'm super excited to play that. Grand Theft Auto 5 is $19.79. Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, $19.99.
I think that might be the lowest GTA 5's ever been.
I know, because that's 67% off. Doom is 50% off, $14.99. Prey, one of the games that's coming out, Prey 2, but $14.99 for the first, or not Prey 2. Is it Prey 2? No. Prey, like the DLC
a bunch
stuff.
Of DLC.
Let's see here. Dark Souls 3, $14.99.
Dang.
Cuphead, $15.99. So that's only 20% off, but still not bad.
I think I only played about $10 worth of that game because it's so freaking hard. Yeah, watching it during E3, it's like, ooh, new DLC. It's like, I still haven't beat the first world, but...
Dead Cell is on sale for 40% off, so $11.99, and that is an amazing game.
Dang.
It still came out 2017, so just a little over a year ago.
That gets the 30 Nerdy Platinum seal of approval.
Yes, it does. I was trying to think if there's any... I mean, 'cause there's a lot of their Dawn of War games and stuff like that, but I have those all in my queue, so I get to see those for whenever they go on sale. But yeah, there's just crap tons of games.
I'm missing out being a plebe console gamer.
Yes and no. Your wallet isn't taking the hit.
That's true. I have such a high stack of games I haven't played.
Yeah, and that's what. That's kind of why I like the Xbox Game Pass and stuff like that, where I can just download a game, try it,
let it sit.
Yeah.
And I just got an external hard drive for my Xbox. So
Did you?
It's getting sweeter and sweeter to get that Game Pass. But I mean, I went through it and was like, I'd play maybe 4 of these games.
Yeah.
Maybe 5. The other ones I've never heard of. So, and I still I just downloaded Phantom Pain.
Yeah, that is a really good one.
And
is that the? No, that's Ground Zeroes is the prequel.
Yeah.
Phantom Pain is really good.
Yep, I played a little bit of it. And it's a Metal Gear game. It's gonna be great.
Yep, it is really long though, and the only thing that I didn't like about it is that it's kind of tedious and that it's just very repetitious.
Yeah,
of take over this place, find this jewel.
Yeah, do
this thing, Fulton this out, come back later. Retake the same town that you just took over.
Yeah, but as long as it doesn't get stale, it's fine.
But the story is really cool.
Yeah. Oh,
I
know.
Normal Kojima.
I've been spoiled on the story, thankfully, so I know how crazy it is. But there's parts in the beginning where if you're astute enough, you could sit there and be like, I know what's going on here, Kojima. Now, Death Stranding, on the other hand,
Yeah, I have no clue what's going on there.
less than
I've
an
watched
idea.
I've watched that trailer tons of times. Have no clue.
I still don't know if it's a video game or not. It's a PlayStation 4 exclusive movie.
I would love that. I would watch that movie.
Yeah. Well, you're going to have to. There's a 2.5 hour long cutscene in it.
But now I'm trying to look at just some fun things that are coming up in the future. And we are in June.
Yep.
Summer's flying by.
I know Spider-Man, isn't that September? Or is that early next year?
So let's see here. We are, I think it's September.
Is it?
Because what is today's date?
Today is 23rd of June.
It's 23rd of June. So Nier Automata on Xbox comes out the 26th of this month. Then we have Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy.
Yay.
That comes out the 29th of this month. Wolfenstein: The New Colossus. Nintendo Switch comes out.
I forgot that's going to the Switch. Holy crap.
Let's see here.
Oh, Spider-Man is September 7.
There's not much in... I mean, there's some stuff coming out in July, but nothing...
Big.
Like Warhammer Vermintide 2, but that's not a huge...
Blockbuster.
Mega Man...
Mega Man
X
11.
Legacy Collection
Oh, yeah.
was coming out. Then in August... We Happy Few finally comes out the 10th, which I'm super excited for that because that one looks amazing. And also happy that studio got picked up by Microsoft, so hopefully they'll be able to... Because it was funny, I was watching... do you know who Kind of Funny is?
Yeah.
And so they were at the GameSpot, because I think they're now kind of fall under the GameSpot umbrella or something like that, or Rooster Teeth, and I think they're all
connected somehow.
And they had Major Nelson on, and he just kind of put it as, we bought them so they don't have to worry about, payroll and do we have money for this. They just get to now...
Yeah, you're fine, make the game.
Yeah, we got you covered. All this is taken care of. Go make the best game that you can make.
Awesome.
And I think that's the greatest way to look at it, is that, I mean, I know I'm not a big time game developer, not a CEO in Microsoft's, business
Not
structure. Yeah. But I think that's the way you have to do it, is that to cultivate this culture of, you make the best game that you can. It comes out when it comes out. And
will help.
And will help. And also the thing that, don't be afraid to make a mistake. And because I mean, like Mass Effect Andromeda and BioWare, you see that there's lots of stuff that should have been done that wasn't done. But
Well,
at
that's
the same
'cause
time,
EA was splitting a studio in two
Yeah.
to make two games at the same time.
and that's kind of like with Bethesda, where a lot of people work, they're kind of overlapping projects. So people will be working on one thing, and then as it gets closer to the finish, I think people will start getting sloughed off as they need less and less people. But you still have like all hands on deck for this thing until it's ready to roll, basically.
Yeah, and they have
And then they're
multiple
starting to-
studios.
Yeah. And so that's the thing. For me personally, if I was to be able to have the money that Microsoft has and say, you know what, if this game flops, but you put everything into it, and it's an amazing game and it just wasn't the right time for it,
Yeah.
instead of that you made a crappy project or product that nobody wanted and nobody ever asked for, and then you just kept on going with it because that was your vision when not looking at the kind of market trends and what people were looking for, I would say then I would happily have you fail and have this great product that just was not, for whatever reason, received well.
Well, a lot of people
than
don't
to-
want to buy into a new IP they know
Yeah.
nothing about.
Because I know that if you kind of put that faith into the developers and all the people that they're going, it's just like in any business. If you put the faith in your workers, you're going to
get
see
better work.
Yeah, you're going to see the growth sooner or later at some point in time.
Yeah. Just be creative. That's all I ask.
Yeah. And so that's what I think is amazing, that Xbox is just able to kind of overlap and say, go make the best game you can.
Yeah, and they have so much money they can do that.
Yes, they do. But let's see here. World of Warcraft comes out in August 14th, but
Which one is that?
that is Battle for Azeroth.
I don't
It's
know
like
what
an
that
expansion
means.
pack 5 or 6 or something
Oh.
like that. It has to be nearing the end.
What are they going to do after?
I have no clue.
World of Warcraft 2?
Well, technically, we already
Reloaded?
within the lore. The strongest character that we know about, Sargeras, was either killed or put back into his tomb.
Yeah.
And because I never played that expansion, but so he's the biggest bad. So now that we've kind of gone all the way full circle, we're back to Warcraft 1, Orcs versus Humans, basically.
Mhm.
And so I'm not really sure where they'll go from here, but they'll keep on milking it for as long as they can.
Oh, yeah. As long as it's good. Who
I mean,
cares?
technically, all they need to do is just say, "Hey, we're introducing WoW Classic servers," and that'll get their numbers back up.
Heck, I'd even think about doing that.
It would be super fun. Dead Cells, supposed to be the end of August, looks like, but it's to be announced, so who knows. Then we do move into September, and that's when the 7th Spider-Man comes out,
Yes.
which is really not that far away.
No, I cannot wait.
And I've heard super good things about just the fluidity of the game, the fighting, the Spidey sense, the humor.
And everything we saw wasn't a scripted attack. It was like, oh, I'm going to use that box to hit this guy.
Mm-hmm. And the thing I'm super excited for is hopefully that this will usher in actual good superhero games.
Yes.
That aren't either Wolverine, X-Men, or Weapon X, or Deadpool, which I haven't played Deadpool, but I'm assuming it's not a terrible
Well,
game.
a lot of superhero games are hard to do because they fly and they're so powerful. It's like, how do you balance that out with your average enemy? And Spider-Man, he's pretty low on the rung of
Strength.
yeah,
Superpowers, I mean, yeah.
super powerful, but compared to like Superman or not same universe, but whatever.
Uh-huh.
He's easy to do because he's contained in the real world. He's fighting dudes in weird suits that are all animals. Oh no, box ant, carpenter ant, not you.
And then Forza Horizon 4 at the beginning of October.
I want it so
and
bad.
October is another good one. Assassin's Creed Odyssey,
Yes.
October 5th.
Oh,
Mega
no.
Man 11, October 2nd.
Oh no, I'm not gonna have any time or money.
Call of Duty Black Ops 4, the 12th, which I still am standing firm. I will not be buying.
I'm there with you,
Battlefield
especially
5.
because of the season pass version of the game is $100.
That's ridiculous. Battlefield 5 is October 19th.
Yeah.
This one is, for me, Just Dance 2019 comes out the 23rd.
Yeah. Time to dust off that Kinect.
That's right. And that comes out for
Everything?
NS, PS4, Xbox 360, Wii U, and Wii.
Are you kidding me?
I am not. At least that's what it says on this
We had to
list.
dig up that grave of the Wii.
That's
Man.
awesome. Red Dead Redemption 2 comes out October 26th. And AJ, I know you're super excited for this one. So don't even lie when you're listening to this. You know you just peed a little bit in your pants.
Oh yeah.
Then nothing really huge. I was surprised by this, besides the fact that I didn't see anything from Gone Home, or not Gone Home. What was that? Ben Studio. That was Days Gone.
Oh
I
yeah.
didn't see anything
Nothing.
at E3 for that, and then also Overkill's The Walking Dead. I didn't see anything because that's supposed to be the new Walking Dead game that isn't like a Telltale game where it's an actual
game.
game. And that one looked really good. All the trailers look really cool. But I also love zombies, so
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm trying to wonder what the overall consensus on zombie fatigue is.
Mhm.
It's just like, how badly do people want these new The Walking
I think they're
Dead
just trying
game?
to. I think they're trying to strike while the Walking
Iron.
Dead iron is still somewhat warm.
Even though Andrew Lincoln's leaving,
Yep.
so he better get a badass death scene.
Not like Lori or whatever his wife's name is, who just got eaten by a zombie.
Yeah,
And
that part was so good though. Like, he's just making faces at Carl.
the funniest thing, I mean, This is like with Hugh Laurie and House and him. Did not know they were English for the longest time.
Me neither. They're so good at it.
Yeah, that their American accent is so amazing that I had no clue.
I think it helps that Andrew Lincoln had a bit of a southern accent going.
Yeah.
Because that's probably a lot easier to do for Britos. Oh, man, there's zombies over there. Oh, I'm from England. Oi!
Then November 14th, Fallout 76. So there's a lot of good stuff to be looking forward to. I'm super excited. Probably the number one, besides Fallout 76, is the Red Dead Redemption 2 and Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, if Red Dead comes out this year.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's. I don't know. I hope it does.
Yeah. But and then February I know is jam packed. It's just not kind to us.
Yeah.
Not rich people. Hey, buy all your games all in the same month.
Well, just like March of next year is also going to be another.
Yeah.
Sock you in the
February and March. It's like, God, I'm going to get a second. Hopefully by then, a second job. It's a good time to be a gamer.
Yeah. So a lot to look forward to.
And Destiny 2 Forsaken sometime later this year. I don't remember.
I didn't remember seeing that one, but
I think it's November. No, September. I've been talking about it this whole time. I'm just a dummy.
Let's see. I'm looking it up right now.
For people that still care about that, which is becoming less and less by the day. Which I don't blame you.
Ooh, Code Vein comes out in September as well. So that's that kind of like Vampire, but it's another vampire game.
Oh.
But
Vampires are cool.
Yep.
I like more than zombies.
See, I like both of them.
Yeah.
I would love just a sea of games that are really well made for zombies and vampires. I really would like something, I don't know. I really wish that, I'm hoping that sometime gaming can get to the part where you can play a game and play it however you want to, and it kind of just reacts.
It grows with you.
Yeah. So, I mean, if you wanted to play a zombie, or play a vampire game, you could, I don't know, play it just in a normal way of living centuries in the game, where you could start in like a really old time, but then the game
1400s.
Yeah, and then you could go into the modern day, kind of almost like a civilization,
like
a game.
What We Do in the Shadows.
I think that'd be kind of cool. I don't know how you would even begin to make that kind of a game.
I would like really old Dracula era vampire games where he lives in a castle and he's blah. I just love that old school. Bela
And then
Lugosi.
I put some money in a bank, and then I just go to sleep for a century, and I just live off the.
You have like
the
$1
interest.
billion. Well, your 2 gold pencils are worth $40 billion. Wonderful. Point me to the blood store.
But I think, I don't know if you have anything else that you'd want to.
I want to see Hereditary really bad, but none of my friends want to because they're scaredy cats.
Hereditary, is that the one that has the kid who's supposed to have some bad juju coming through the bloodline?
So. It's from the director of The Witch.
I think I remember seeing that one.
The Witch.
Because I've
like a trailer.
Yeah, a trailer on YouTube. Speaking of YouTube, because that was the other thing I was going to say in the very beginning of what I've been doing with my time besides playing, is I've got onto, because I used to watch 8 out of 10 Cats Does Countdown with Jimmy Carr and a bunch of different kind of British comedians, and usually every once in a while they have like an American pop in for
to make fun of them,
basically. And then they have this hilarious show, and it's called The Big Fat Quiz, and they'll do stuff like from the noughties or like the 90s or 2014 or certain decades or years, and it is absolutely hilarious because it's like an hour and a half of just like 6 different comedians just riffing on each other, like really hilarious. This last one, Mel B from Spice Girls was on one of the teams, and she just is a real jerk. Or at least she seemed like, because she wasn't a comedian and all the other people are comedians, so they're just doing dumb stuff, making fun of each other.
She has to put up some.
So she
defense.
was really just standoffish, and then they everybody just started quoting lines from her music, and she got really pissed off, and everybody else just the crowd loved it. Yeah. I was laughing, Jimmy Carr was crying. It was great.
And those type of things, you can't take anything personally.
Yeah.
They're there to make everybody laugh.
Yeah.
At everyone's expense. Just roll with it.
Yeah. I mean, even Jimmy Carr, who didn't pay taxes, makes fun of himself by, because they had something about, oh, here's your tax dollars at work. They would be mine if I paid more in tax. So that's what I've been doing with my other time.
30 nerdy audience, you got to learn to laugh at yourself.
Yep.
Especially when you're stupid looking, if you are. Like me.
I was going to say AJ, because he's not here. He can't defend himself.
Defend himself? No.
Isn't that right, AJ? I'm looking at your chair right now, and you're not there.
Here, I'll try to do an AJ impersonation. I can't. AJ is too unique.
He is.
Yep. He's like a blue sunflower. They're super unique because they're all yellow. Let's kabush this bushel.
Well, I think...
there you go. There's some dirty nerdy everybody knows.
Well, I think that's all I got.
It's almost bedtime.
It is. I mean, last week, this is our starting time.
Yeah, I didn't forget anything this week, like the last two. Just gotta leave it here.
Yep.
Leave it in the ring.
Yeah, leave it all on the table. Leave it all on the court. Don't take nothing home with you.
Nothing. Even though I do try to steal things while I'm here.
Well, if I haven't missed it, it's not...
You think you've been watching TV on a TV, but you
I've just been staring at a wall.
It's just a crudely drawn crayon picture that I put up. Just TV.
Well, it's worked wonders.
Awesome. I'm glad you have such an imagination.
Well, my name has been and will, for the foreseeable future, be David.
And everybody knows me. I'm Brady. Baby.
And you have a wonderful night. Next week, we will be back to our usual 3 people
Unless
podcast.
I get in a car accident and die on the way home.
Let's hope not.
Because of horrible Ankeny drivers. See ya.
They have to be on their cell phones, Brady.